The journey continues. Game 3 in the books. The Rangers lose it 3-1. They are now down 2-1 in the series. They'll play Tuesday again at Madison Square Garden. This is a different feeling than what Ranger fans felt after Game 2. I would say after Game 2, I was devastated. You can't be devastated after watching that. You're frustrated, you're angry, but this was not a game where you sniffed victory at any point. It was a pathetic, lackluster performance by the New York Rangers. I'll tell you, this is going to be a shorter video than the previous two. It will, because there's not that much to break down here. This game doesn't deserve, a thorough player-by-player, period-by-period breakdown and analysis. It doesn't deserve anything like that. It's very simple. There's only one guy on the New York Rangers wearing blue who showed up tonight, and that's Henrik Lundqvist, and that is indisputable. Only one guy. The Rangers sleptwalked through the first two periods. It was 1-0 after the first two periods. The only reason it was 1-0 after the first two periods was Henrik Lundqvist. I was actually glad, though. I was glad they were down 1-0 because I wanted to see desperate Rangers come out. That's what I wanted to see. I didn't want it to be 0-0 after how they played in the first two periods. So I thought at the beginning of the third, they did a good job of getting pucks deep, and they forechecked a little bit better than they did in the first two periods, and I thought that maybe they were beginning to build something. And that's when Zuccarello took a 4-minute double minor high sticking penalty. So the Rangers had 4 minutes of penalty to kill off. They killed off the first 3 minutes, and at that point, Nash had a chance shorthanded. And he made a move, cut to the middle, and he got hooked. He got high stick, whatever it was. He took a stick to the hands. He took a stick up high. It was an obvious call, and the refs didn't call it. Mind you, the score is 1-0 at this point. The Canadiens go back down the ice. Galchenyuk has the puck. Dan Girardi goes down way too early. A very poor defensive technique by Dan Girardi, and Galchenyuk just makes a move around him and feeds Shea Weber. The Canadiens go up 2-0. At this point, it is somewhat clear that the Canadiens are going to win this game. That's the only moment that, I put under a microscope, and I will say, I think that if the Rangers killed that penalty, then for the first time all game, I think the crowd would have got loud. I think the intensity would have finally reached that fever pitch that you expect in a playoff game, and I think the Rangers were gonna find something there. I do. And you can roll your eyes at me for saying that, but I really do think that if the Rangers killed that penalty, that they would have got something going. But they were 0 for 2, if not 1 for 3, on the penalty kill tonight. Here's what I do know. They gave up 2 power play goals tonight. And that's the 19th ranked penalty kill in the regular season. It's back. And I think it was one of the biggest factors in Game 1 and Game 2 is that penalty kill was so good that it actually gave the Rangers momentum. So it looked like the 19th ranked penalty kill is back. It's a big problem. You can't have that. You got to kill penalties. That was my concern coming into the series. So they need to channel whatever they did in Game 1 and 2. The penalty kill wasn't good. But nothing was good. Nothing was good. So here's what I'll say. A lot of Ranger fans are saying that it's over, that they're done. Shut up. I mean, just stop that. Stop it. Okay? Because first of all, they've come back from way worse in recent history. Ranger fans, they seem to have no memory when it comes to this stuff. The Rangers have come back from 3-1 down on 2 separate occasions in the last 5 years. They have come back from much, much worse. And to that, I know you will respond. It's a different team this year. They're not the same this year. Yeah, guys, I read Twitter back then too. That's what you were saying in 2012 and 2014 and 2015. We get it. When the Rangers lose, you say that they're done. They're not done, okay? But they need 60 minutes. It may have sounded like I just used the ref as an excuse when I was going through that sequence with Nash. Yeah, that was a bad miscall. Yes, I think the Rangers could have gotten back in that game if that call was made. But you got to play 60 minutes. You can't sleepwalk through the first two periods. So I'm glad the Rangers are down 2-1 here. This is how it should be right now. We need to see desperate Rangers in the first period in Game 4. It's got to be desperate New York Rangers. It's got to be a strong forecheck, getting pucks in deep, getting pucks to the net. It's got to be going to the front of the net. It's got to be going to the dirty areas for guys like Chris Kreider. You could call out everyone on the team once again, except for Henrik Lundqvist. And Ryan McDonough seemed to play all right too tonight. But he usually does. There's not much there. So that's it. They're not done. I still think they're the more talented team. I will go to the grave saying that. They are the more talented team. Now, Montreal is, more stout defensively. But the Rangers can do more. If the Rangers play their game, I still think they're the better team. So they're not done. And they got to be desperate, and they got to put together 60 minutes. And that's it. So this was atrocious, but once again, desperate Rangers will come out. I'm confident in that, and I still have them winning in 7. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.